the Kohl Center, home of the Wisconsin Badgers, and home to the WIAA State Tournament. Good evening and welcome to the Fast Signs High School Game of the Week on WHBY. Tonight we have the Division I semifinal between the Arrowhead Warhawks and the Neenah Rockets, a rematch of last year's semifinal in the state tournament where Arrowhead advanced to championship Saturday with a 73-61 victory. My name is Tony Giordano. My partner is Dick Napinski. And, Dick, it's a beautiful time of the year. We just covered 4 games at the girls' state tournament last weekend, and now here we are at the Kohl Center for the boys' state tournament this weekend.
Yep, and Neenah, the only area team that's involved in the state tournament once again.
So let's stick with the Neenah Rockets as we open up our pregame show. Neenah is the 4 seed coming into this tournament. They're 21-7 overall, 52-48. That was their victory over Marshfield in the sectional final to advance, making their 30th state appearance, a record, and seeking their 5th championship overall, and their first since 2022, just a few short years ago. So, again, Dick, a team that doesn't have the most firepower, as you mentioned. They don't have that one guy, but they're playing the right way, winning 17 of their last 19 in the year of 2024 alone. And, you know, you look at it on paper, it looks like they're outmatched against the top 3 seeds in this state tournament, but you never, ever count out a Lee Rubis coach team when you get to March.
And you can't count out the atmosphere at Matt.
So on the other side, the Arrowhead Warhawks are the 1 seed in this tournament. They're coming in after an 85-80 victory over De Pere, one of the best teams in the state throughout the last couple of seasons. That game was on Saturday. They're 26-2 overall. They're on an 11-game win streak coming into tonight. Only 2 losses this season were the season opener versus undefeated Wisconsin Lutheran and Decatur Moraine, who happen to be the 2 seed in this tournament. So they are proven in their track record of games they've played and teams they've played, seeking their 2nd state championship with their first coming back in 2010. They were runner-ups in Division I last season, losing to De Pere, the team they beat on Saturday. It's a strong team with a really good track record and a lot of good players on this Warhead roster.
They really do. You know, the Warhawks are.
So the next thing we're going to do is the pregame coaches' interviews. But before we get there, Dick, I have one more question for you, and it comes on head coaches, so it's a good segue. Lee Rubis and Craig Haase are the 2 head coaches in this matchup tonight. And when you get to a state tournament, does your coaching style change at all or in any way that you attack a ball game? I mean, it's a much different atmosphere. It's a much larger arena than you're used to, just the gymnasium at your local school. So what, if anything, changes from a head coaching standpoint?
Well, first of all, you can't change your philosophy. You can't change who you are. All you'll do at that point is confuse your team.
Not at this point in the season.
Yeah,
correct.
If you start dropping in new things and saying, hey, we're going to do
2 head coaches that are as experienced as they are quality at the head coaching field. Both head coaches have won state tournaments in their time with their schools. First for Arrowhead, Craig Haase, graduate of Lawrence University, as you mentioned, Dick. His career record is 430 wins to 162 losses. He is in his 24th season at the helm of Arrowhead. As for Neenah, Lee Rubis, a graduate of UW La Crosse, he is 412 and 143 in 22 years as a head coach. In his time at Neenah, 173 and 63 in 9 years at the helm of the Rockets. We're going to hear from both of those gentlemen when we come back on the pregame show. You're listening to the Fast Signs. 67-64. Here comes Neenah in the hands of Brady Corso. Corso drives, lays it off the glass and misses, gets his own rebound for 3 from Jansen. Yes! Justin Jansen for 3! Ties it! We're going to overtime in Madison! Are you kidding me? What a sequence of events for Neenah to tie it at the buzzer! What? Are you kidding me? Corso drove off the glass, missed the rebound, came in from out of bounds to tip it to Jansen for 3, who sunk the 3.
Oh, my, and the tip by Grant Dean. You cannot overspeak what that has meant on that play. Grant Dean got between 2 people, kept it alive. Brady Corso had reset himself on the court, shoveled it back to Justin Jansen, and that ball went in the air and came down as the red light went on. And so, let's play 4 more minutes,
Free
shall
basketball.
We? That's right.
Free basketball. If this doesn't make you smile ear to ear, I don't know what will. What is March 4 besides madness, folks? What is March 4 besides madness? Tied at 67, heading into overtime. Oh, man. Corso for 3 from the left wing. Yes! Yes! 70-67. Inbound to Corso for three. Yes! Brady Corso from the left arc sinks it. 75-72. Corso to Jansen for three. Good. Nothing but net from Justin Jansen and a timeout. 93-91. Arrowhead up by 4 with 1 second. Inbound will go to Corso. Half-court shot. No good. And Arrowhead survives a thriller. 99-95. And Neenah put up the toughest fight you can imagine against the number 1 team in the state. So that will do it. Neenah ends their season with a loss in the semifinal for overtime, 99-95 to Arrowhead. And as we sign off, I'd like to thank a couple people, as we did to end the state tournament last week at the Girls State Tournament in Green Bay. I'd like to thank BJ DeGroat and Alex Thomas for putting Dick and I on these broadcasts for both the Score and WHBY. Would like to thank Gary, who was on the board tonight, and Ashley, our producers who we've been working with. And you, Dick, it's been an awesome season. It's been an awesome season. This will be our last broadcast until probably football season.
Football season, yep.
So I've enjoyed the time working with you.
Yep.
It's been an awesome ride. What a 4-week stretch of the playoffs that we have had. And it all comes to an end tonight for you and I, even though there is more basketball to be played here from the state tournament.
It's been a pleasure, my friend, and I hope you learned something, even if it's what not to do.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it, and that is indeed the truth. Well, thank you, Dick, my partner, Gary, pushing the buttons at the studio, and to all involved putting together these amazing broadcasts of high school basketball for both the Score and what you were listening to, WHBY. This has been a broadcast of the Fast Science High School Game of the Week on W.